Annalise's older brother, and yeah, I wanted to say a few words on behalf of the Acorn family and to congratulate Annalise from myself, from my wife Dina, who's here tonight, and of course from our parents, and many of you know June and Glenn. They're getting pretty old, so they couldn't be here tonight, but they are both absolutely delighted just knowing that this event is happening. So from them as well, and from your two nephews, Jesse and Benjamin, and their partners, Kasia and Jada, and all sorts of other far-flung relatives, some of whom have no clue that you're retiring. They would want me to say something nice. So I will. Now, you may be wondering kind of what it was like growing up with Annalise. I have to say that I spent many years, maybe even decades, not fully appreciating Annalise. And I apologize for that. But I will tell you that Annalise was always a very, very interesting person. She had passionate interests. She went through a horse phase. And I remember hauling water for the horse, and it was a very nice horse. And then what? Then she became obsessed with drama. And Shauna mentioned the drama. I think only Shauna and Kelly will remember these phases of Annalise's life. I'm going to skip over the same stuff that Shauna skipped over. Then what? Then it was kind of literature, and that sort of morphed into philosophy, and somewhere around there, I realized that I would never again win an argument with Annalise. So I just kind of gave up on that. I should tell you as well that Annalise and we both teach at the U of A. I'm in the environmental science program. I'm in a non-tenure track position. So whenever one of my students refers to me as Professor Acorn, I go, oh no, you don't get it. Like, the real Professor Acorn is my sister over in law. I'm just John. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was thinking about phases of Annalise. And then all of a sudden she's going to law school. And I think, law school? What? But she didn't. She, like my father. I mean, my father's also a lawyer. Neither of them is anywhere near a typical lawyer, as far as I can tell. They both spent the absolute minimum amount of time possible in a courtroom or anything like a normal law office. And you know, that's cool. From my dad, I learned a lot about legal drafting. And I'm sure Annalise did too. And I think we got a healthy respect for the careful use of words. And from Annalise, I've learned some things about legal philosophy, which is confusing but very, very interesting. In my opinion. I won't say anything more about it because I don't know much more about it. Yeah, what else did I want to say? I want to keep this short. Annalise is retiring. Woo-hoo! That's remarkable. When we were young, our grandmother retired at age 65, and everyone said that's when people retire, 65. And then our grandfather on the other side, he retired at 65, and I think we both fully expected our parents to retire. And I was talking to my mom the other night. I said, Mom, when did you retire from real estate? She was a realtor. Before that, she was a fine artist and a painter. And she said, I didn't retire. I just started doing other things. I only retired a couple of years ago. And she's like turning 93 this summer. Our father, he had a long career. His his last client sent him a retirement gift, and he said, why am I getting this? And then he realized, oh, maybe I should retire. And that wasn't very long ago, and he's now 95. So, I don't know, Annalise is breaking new ground in our family with this retirement plan. And I don't know when I'm going to retire, but I do know that probably Annalise and I are going to spend the rest of our lives feeling guilty about it. Anyway, Annalise, congratulations to you. This is great. I'm so delighted to hear all the wonderful things that are being said about you, and you know, all the best for the future. And it's so great that you're in such a wonderful situation with such a wonderful guy, and we love Timothy too. So